Psalm 32 is a psalm of confession and forgiveness, attributed to David. The psalmist begins by reflecting on the blessing of forgiveness and the joy of being reconciled with God. He describes the anguish of carrying the burden of sin and the relief that comes from confessing it to God. The psalmist acknowledges that those who hide their sins and refuse to confess them experience great pain, while those who acknowledge their sins and seek forgiveness find mercy and healing. The psalmist recounts his own experience of confessing his sins to God and receiving forgiveness. He describes how he felt the weight of his guilt lift from him and how God granted him relief and peace. The psalmist emphasizes the importance of honesty and transparency in one's relationship with God, urging others not to harden their hearts but to confess their sins and receive God's mercy. In the midst of his reflection, the psalmist acknowledges God's guidance and protection. He describes God as a teacher who instructs and counsels his people, leading them in the way they should go. The psalmist expresses his confidence in God's unfailing love and his belief that God will watch over and protect those who trust in him. The psalm concludes with a call to rejoice in the Lord and to sing praises to his name. The psalmist exhorts the righteous to be glad and to shout for joy, affirming their identity as God's chosen people who experience his steadfast love and protection. Psalm 32 serves as a powerful reminder of the blessing of confession and forgiveness, inspiring readers to acknowledge their sins before God and to experience the joy of reconciliation with him. Let's now read Psalms chapter 32. A Psalm of David, Maskil. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me, my moisture is turned into the drought of summer. Selah. I acknowledged my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Selah. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found, surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place, thou shalt preserve me from trouble, thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. Selah. I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go, I will guide thee with mine eye. Be ye not as the horse, or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Lord, mercy shall compass him about. Be glad in the Lord, and rejoice, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart. This ends our reading of Psalms chapter 32.